Off the Cuff is supported by Patreon. Join today and become an honorary producer with in-show credit, plus get other off-the-cuff gifts and merchandise. Oh, come to Papa. Oh, hey, how you guys doing? I know the show hasn't officially started yet, but I was just taking my chicken out of the refrigerator. It was brining overnight. Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert, today I'm doing air-fried, extra crispy, low-carb fried chicken. Yum! Yum! It's going to be a lot of fun. Just wait till you see how I do it. All right, so let's start the show. Go ahead. Start. Hit it. Go web go. Engage. I forgot the magic words. Strong Island Entertainment. What? Seriously, that didn't work? What the Hi everybody, yes I know I spoiled my own show, but it was worth it. Today I'm going to show you my version of a lower carb, air fried, extra crispy fried chicken. And I'm well aware that fried chicken recipes are like a religion to so many people, I know. I'm showing you mine, it's an alternative, and I'm going to tell you something. If you're watching calories, if you're watching your fats and oils, if you're watching your carbs, this one is for you. First off, I'm air frying it, so that takes a lot of the calories and some of the worry out of it. Plus, I'm using a lot of lower carb ingredients. I'm using carbulose instead of flour, and instead of panko or breadcrumbs or even battered flour, I'm using ground oatmeal, which has carbs, by the way, but it has a lot of fiber and it's better for you. Does air frying take a little bit longer? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. And if you have an air fryer, you're going to love this recipe. And if you don't have one, I bet you're going to go out and buy one. I just know it. Also, if there's time, I'm going to show you my mom's recipe for coleslaw. Now, coleslaw is already lower in calories and somewhat low in carbs. I'm going to show you how to make it even lower in carbs and equally as delicious. I can't wait to show you this one. Oh yeah, chicken is extremely popular, especially fried chicken. You know what? The other day, I was at a comedy club, and there was a comedian, can't remember his name, but I think I've seen him before. He did his whole set on chicken. He did. I have a video of it. Let's play it right now.
Now it's time for your headliner. He's a man who's headlining clubs all across the country. He's famous for loving fried chicken and all things chicken, really. Please welcome the comedy stylings of Hackey McGeggy.
Thank you, everybody. Hey, how you guys doing? Wow, what a great crowd. You ready to laugh? Yeah. Great, because Hackey McGeggy is here. Okay. Hey, hi, sir. Hey, are you in show business? No? Then get your feet off the stage. Oh, already I just started and yet I'm hot. Yes, as the man said, I love chicken. All kinds of chicken, especially fried. Hey, what kind of chicken are you eating when you're listening to Elvis Presley? Chicken a la king. Yeah, we're off to a hot start. Hey, what do you call a chicken that's always breaking up with her boyfriend? A chicken dumpling. See what I did with that one? Yeah, I think I dated a few in my time. How about you? Hey, do you know why they invented chicken fingers? Yeah, so chickens couldn't text for help. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Speaking of hurt, what soup do you give to a sick chicken? Get it? Soup? Chicken soup? You see? Uh-oh, I think that joke laid an egg. So I go into this restaurant and I ask for some fried chicken. And they go, hey, do you want a couple of breasts? I went, sure. Is it okay if I eat first? Ha ha, thank you. I go into this other restaurant and they go, what do you want? Baked or fried chicken? I go, you know what? I'm going to take the fried. Because the last time I had baked chicken, I spent all day Saturday on my couch eating chips and watching cartoons. Get it? Baked. Yeah, that's the last time I go to Snoop Dogg's house. Ever wonder why chickens always walk around going, buck, 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 buck? You know why? All their friends and family are on the dollar menu. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Yeah. Sorry about that. Again, I love all chicken. I really do love all chicken. You know what I love? Buffalo chicken wings. Oh, aren't they great? But I wonder, where did it get the name? Buffalo don't have wings, do they? Can you imagine if they did and they could actually fly? That would be pretty cool, but I wouldn't want to be a statue underneath one when they flew over. Ooh, talk about getting dumped. Sorry. I get asked a couple questions all the time. The first question is, hey, is fried chicken good for you? Well, Colonel Sanders ate some every single day. He looked pretty good for 29. Get it? Oh, get it, 29? He's a lot older. Another question they ask is, how come Popeyes sells fried chicken? That's an easy one. Who's going to wait 25 minutes in a line for a bucket of spinach? Seriously, come on. Come on, can I hear you? Yeah, thank you so much. I love breasts. I love drumsticks. I love thighs. I love legs. But I have one question. Where in the chicken are the nuggets? Chickens don't have nuggets, right? But roosters do. Ho ho, you see what I did there? Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I read an article the other day about this adventurer who eats rattlesnake, and he says that rattlesnake tastes like chicken. Boy, I'd like to see him eat chicken for the first time. He'd probably be like, this tastes just like rattlesnake, only without the death. I almost got killed. Yeah, I was in Brooklyn last week. Yeah, I was in Brooklyn, and I happened to ask a guy, hey, where can I get a good chicken fricassee? He didn't like that. He goes, hey, I got your fricassee right here. Oh, hey, that's my time. Thanks so much for coming out to the Comedy Coop. My name is Hackey McGeggy. Remember, eat that chicken and stay funny. Thanks, Hackey. But now it's time for the ingredients for our air-fried, extra crispy fried chicken. Start off with 4 chicken thighs, skin on. 2 cups ground oatmeal. 1.5 cups of carbulose flour, that's low-carb flour. 5 eggs. 1/8 cup heavy cream. 2 teaspoons paprika. 2 teaspoons black pepper, and 2 teaspoons salt, and 1 teaspoon garlic powder, that's optional. Now for the coleslaw. 4 cups shredded green cabbage, 1 cup shredded red cabbage, 1/4 cup mayonnaise or to taste, so you can use more or less, 1 teaspoon each of apple cider vinegar and artificial sweetener, 2 teaspoons of salt to taste, and 2 tablespoons of black pepper or to taste. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grind the oatmeal. I just got some regular old oatmeal, put it in here, and we're going to start grinding it and then add our spices and stuff. A friend of mine in New York actually turned me on to ground oatmeal as a filler for meatloaf. And I thought, this would make a great breading. So I've experimented with it, and you know what? I really like it. I think you will too. Plus, it's good for you. So let's grind this up. So we have the oatmeal in the food processor. Now here's all the spices. This is the black pepper, this is the garlic powder, which I said is optional. This is the salt, and you can add more or less depending on your taste, and the paprika. As a matter of fact, you can add more or less of any of these depending on your taste. This is a starter for me, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, and go. Okay, I'm going to turn the sound off on that. So first up you have the salt. Next you have the black pepper. Now it's time for your paprika. That's paprika. Get it in there. And now your garlic powder, which is optional. Okay. There we go. As you can see, there is our ground oatmeal. So the first part is done. This is going to be our batter, and eggs are just fine, and you can use milk if you want. But when I just like it to be a little bit, well, I use heavy cream because 1, it's got no carbs, and 2, it just makes this more richer and thicker. And I find the coating will stick better to your chicken, especially when you're air frying, if you use the heavy cream. Add in the heavy cream. All right, and good. There we go. believe it or not, we're going to start battering our chicken now. Okay, we have our brined chicken here. This is the carbose. This is the low carb or near low carb flour alternative. Look for it under carbose. There are other brand names you can also buy it under. This is the milk mixture we just did, and here is our ground oatmeal. First off, we're going to take, this is a big one. Let's take the medium-sized one, shall we? And we place it in the egg. Oh yeah, this is going to get a little sticky and dirty. I don't care. It's just the way I am. Move a little closer. Let's drain some of that off. And right into the flour. Oh yeah, just make sure it's all covered with flour. Nice. And now back into the egg. You don't want to do too long, just enough to coat it with egg. And then into the oatmeal mixture. There we go. Make sure it gets all over it. Yes. That is our first piece of extra crispy. Let's do the big one, huh? Shall we? Yeah, let's do the big one. Here he goes into the egg and heavy cream mixture. Oh boy, just make sure it's all coated in there. Nice. Let it drain off. Into the carbose. Yes, I could use a spoon, but what's the fun in that? If you can't get dirty making fried chicken, what can you get dirty making? Okay. It's well covered. Now back briefly into the egg, and you see it's really absorbing these ingredients. That's why I said use 5 eggs. Exactly. Let it drain a little bit, and then into the oatmeal mixture. Make sure it gets it nice and covered. Oh yeah, cheeky. And you know what? This one could use a little bit more, so I'm going to put it there. I'm going to put it there again. Put it in there. And back in the oatmeal one more time. It is a lot of chicken here. So I want to make sure this one is really, really covered. There we go. Now we got it. Okay. My hands are filthy now. Oops. There you go. Our air fried chicken is ready for the air fryer. Okay, we're ready for the air fryer. Now, first off, if you have an air fryer like this, do not spray it with non-stick cooking spray because it actually eats away at the finish. Yeah, this browns with time, but it's still got its finish. We put our chicken in. Let's start with the big one. Oh yeah. Just place it in. And I have some olive oil in here. Spray it with olive oil. Olive oil is fine. That's not going to hurt your air fryer or the chicken. The next piece and spray it. Okay. And the final piece and spray it. That's all the prep you need. Now it's time for the air fryer. Into the air fryer it goes. Now we're setting this for 350 and we're going to do this for 12 minutes. Then after the 12 minutes, we're going to go back in, flip it, respray it, another 12. Okay, the first 12 minutes is done. Oh, it looks great already, but only half done. I'm going to flip these by hand. Yes, it's hot, but not that hot. I'm not going to be in there that long. And now we're going to spray them with some more olive oil. Okay, back in for the final 12 minutes. All right, the chicken is done. Oh, it looks amazing. I'm going to let it rest about 20 minutes, maybe 25, which gives me plenty of time to show you how to make the coleslaw. But first, there's food facts. Classic American fried chicken as we know it today is when you take pieces of chicken and you coat it in seasoned flour or you batter it, then you deep fry it either in a frying pan, a deep fryer, an air pressure fryer, or like I'm doing, an air fryer. The outside's supposed to be golden brown and crunchy, and inside the meat is tender, juicy, and succulent. Yeah, if you weren't hungry before, I bet you're hungry now. I am. As with most of our entrees and food, fried chicken is older than you think. Going back into the 4th century cookbook by the Romans, Apicius, there's a recipe for deep fried chicken, and it's called, oh, good Lord, I'll try to pronounce it, Pullum, Pullum, I'll just go for it, Pullum Frontanium! Ah, I get it now. Fried chicken, Harry Potter, it all makes sense. Well, I might as well go say hi to Dumbledore. The first dish that was actually deep fried were fritters in Europe in the Middle Ages. Now, it was the Scottish who were the first to deep fry chicken. Aye, and they had the power, Captain. Yeah, they deep fried it in fat, but they didn't season it. Scotty, really? Not to worry, word gets around fast. In the year 1747, author Hannah Glass published the first known recipe for deep-fried chicken in her book, The Art of Cookery. And yes, it included suggestions for seasoning. Take that, Mr. Scott. Seasoned fried chicken was already popular in West Africa. Enslaved Africans and African Americans in the American South combined the method of the West Africans with the Scottish to make the fried chicken recipe we know and we love today. Fried chicken became a way for enslaved and segregated African American women to earn money and have an independent living. Yeah, there's evidence of this going all the way back to the 1730s. By the 1830s, the term fried chicken was becoming very popular in the United States. By the 1850s and the 1860s, recipes for fried chicken were popping up in very popular American cookbooks, including, she's been on the show before, you know her, you love her, Mary Randolph's book, The Virginia Housewife. Yep, hers was the first United States printed recipe for fried chicken. You go, Mary. At this time, fried chicken was very, very popular, yet it wasn't eaten all the time because the ingredients were expensive. So basically, fried chicken was reserved for special occasions, like July 4th or other holidays, just like it was in Africa. Fried foods were very popular in the 18th and 19th century, mainly because of lard. Lard was the prime fat used for deep frying and later on used for fried chicken as well. Lard was cheap, it was affordable, it was plentiful, and not only used in the United States, but lard was used all over the world, and it was used in staples that we still eat today, like biscuits and pies. Yeah, then towards the latter end of the 19th century, cast iron pots became popular. So you had lard, cast iron pots, all you needed was the chicken. After the abolition of slavery, the popularity of fried chicken went through the roof in the United States. Another reason why it was so popular is this was the age before refrigeration, and fried chicken did very, very well traveling and lasting after it was cooked. So it became very popular and a portable food for many people. While fried chicken is mostly affordable today, it still remains popular on holidays, especially in the South, like July 4th, and also is a staple in many Southern Sunday dinners. As we all know, in the 20th century, the fried chicken craze became a boom, especially with the introduction of chain restaurants. Oh yeah, the big three being KFC, Popeyes, and Bojangles. Yeah, KFC from Kentucky, Popeyes from New Orleans, Louisiana, and of course Bojangles from Charlotte, North Carolina. Worth mentioning and of importance to me since I grew up in New York or the Northeast, there was another chain called Chicken Delight. They're no longer with us in the same way, but man, who could forget that jingle?
Don't cook tonight. Call Chicken Delight.
I remember many Sunday afternoons with my parents eating Chicken Delight. They would actually spread a blanket out in the living room and we would have a picnic with Chicken Delight chicken. Now it's time for fried chicken around the world. Save money on special effects that way. In Korea, their version of fried chicken is fried twice and then dipped in a spicy, sweet marinade. Yum. In Thailand, they use a very powerful marinade and it's served with sticky rice. Oh baby, look at that. That wouldn't be sticking around my kitchen very long. In Japan, their fried chicken is cut into smaller pieces and it's fried very similar to tempura. Yeah, and they call it Karaage. I like the way that sounds. Karaage. Also in Japan, on Christmas, they have a tradition now to eat at KFC, which is very big and very popular there. Yeah, that's their tradition. You know what? I can get on board for that too. And finally, in China, where for centuries the chicken was revered as sacred, and they were also known to see the future, well, yeah, enter KFC. Very popular in China now. Yeah, I bet you the chicken didn't see that coming. And that's food facts. Okay, the recipe calls for 3 cups of green cabbage. Can't do my best with that. Don't know if this is going to be 3 cups. I bought a very, very small head of green cabbage, as you can see. It's not big at all. I think I have a cup already. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's a cup already. There's 1 cup. I love my mother's coleslaw. She used to make it, especially when I was dieting. I used to eat a gigantic bowl of it, and there was practically no calories in it, really. There's our 3 cups of shredded green cabbage. Now for the 1 cup of our red cabbage. I love red cabbage. Ralphie Parker doesn't, but I do. There's a reference for you. Ralphie Parker, yes, from Christmas Story. Oh boy, I think I have do I have the cup already? I think I do. All right, we mix our red and green cabbage together. Oh yeah. This is about 3 or 4 tablespoons of mayo. I'm going to try just a little at a time to put it in, because I don't want this to be, I don't like my coleslaw swimming in mayo. Some people do. I do not. The salt, I'm going to use about half of it. This is the artificial sweetener. I don't use a lot of this either, just a little bit like that. And this is the apple cider vinegar. I do tend to use about half of this too. And you can taste and you can add more if you didn't put enough in. In my coleslaw, I love a ton of black pepper. Now, you don't have to. You can omit this completely, but I love black pepper, so I put a whole lot in. That's just me. Like I said, you might be different. And there we go. Homemade, low carb, my mom's style coleslaw. Air fried, low carb, extra crispy fried chicken, and homemade low carb coleslaw, my mom's style. Yum, yum. I'm gonna put the coleslaw down for a second and concentrate on the chicken. Yeah, fried chicken is close to a religion for most people. Me too. Now, this is my own recipe. I came up with this, and I am really, really happy with it. If you're watching your weight, if you're watching your fats, if you're watching your carbs, this is the answer. I mean, 6 carbs with a lot of fiber, not terrible for this piece of chicken. And tell you the truth, this is the small one. The big one probably has closer to 8, well, maybe 7. Still, that's not bad. It's still low carb. You can still eat guilt-free. How's it taste? Well, I'm about to tell you. Like I said, it's golden brown and crunchy on the outside. Let's see. I just had to cut there, because after the crunch, it was not pretty, but boy, was it tasty. The crust is crunchy. You can taste the oatmeal just so good. It becomes such a great crunchy coating. I can taste the garlic. I can taste the black pepper. A little bit of salt, not too much. And the meat inside, I'll let you judge. Nice, white, tender, succulent. Oh boy. Let me take another one. Let me take another bite. Again, it went all over. But man, eating fried chicken is messy. Come on. It is delicious, and it's guilt-free. And I have 2 big pieces in the refrigerator for later. All right, let's try that coleslaw. This won't be as messy. At least I hope not. I haven't tasted this yet, but I think this was the perfect mix of the mayo for me and the spices too. The one thing I would do differently, even I did 3-to-1, green to red, a little bit too much red in here for me. Next time I would do a half cup of red cabbage, but that's just me. I don't know if you're going to use red cabbage or not. Okay, here we go. Salty, crunchy, a little bit of that twang from the apple cider vinegar. Touch of sweetness, mixes really good with the salt. That is really, really good. Hope you try these recipes. They're very close to me, and I hope you enjoy them. That's it for this week. We're here again next time. Remember, until then, be well, eat good. On the next Off the Cuff, I recreate one of my favorite takeout dishes. Today, I'm going to demonstrate a low-carb recipe for Kung Pao chicken. When word gets out, orders start pouring in. Who are you?
Dash?
The food delivery app?
Yeah, man. My phone started blowing up as soon as you opened up this joint.
In Food Facts, prepare to have your mind blown. The fortune cookie was not invented in China. Low-carb, homemade Kung Pao chicken. I'm going to be making this all the time. You should too. Join me for Off the Cuff Healthy Cooking with Craig Mitchell. Alternate Sundays at 7:30 p.m. right here on Strong Island.